Bonjour et bienvenue. Je vous propose cette semaine de continuer le patch 5.1 de Genshin Impact et surtout on va commencer cette semaine les quêtes tribales. C'est un événement, alors moi je pensais qu'il y aurait une quête d'histoire pour Xelonen, mais non. Visiblement, on a affaire à des quêtes tribales. Alors on va regarder ce que c'est un petit peu la modalité. Je pense que l'excuse en fait, c'est d'explorer Natlan. C'est une manière de forcer un peu les joueurs à explorer, donc on va regarder ça, d'autant plus qu'il y a des récompenses à la clé, que ce soit pour la complétion de l'exploration, mais également pour les quêtes tribales en elles-mêmes. On va regarder ça. Je pense que c'est pour inciter les gens dès le départ, dès la sortie des patchs, à pas attendre et à enchaîner les quêtes directement. Attends, il y a un festival Sub-Zero, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? C'est nouveau ça. Haute chromatique, bonbon et rose. Attends, ça c'est nouveau ça. C'était pas là hier. Ah oui. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Le festival, c'est Sumeru. Alors attendez. On va faire les deux, hein. On a 14 jours pour faire ça. On va regarder, alors. Exercice réminiscent, passion. Oh la vache, beaucoup de choses à faire ce soir. Alors, le festival... comment dire, les quêtes de tribal, je vais dire que je raconte n'importe quoi. Elles sont ici. Je vais vous montrer. Voilà, le jeu qui me contredit. Alors, c'est pas vraiment des quêtes d'histoire. Vous voyez, c'est ça en fait. Voilà. Donc on va peut-être commencer par là. Déjà ici. Et après on va enchaîner sur tous les autres événements. Acte 1. Ceux qui cherchent l'île mystérieuse. Une ancienne légende circule parmi le peuple des sources. Cette dernière ayant attiré d'innombrables touristes. Avant de susciter finalement votre attention. On va se mettre en mode expérience focalisée, ce qui va nous faciliter la tâche pour la suite de l'histoire. Vous voyez, en plus ils ont mis des marqueurs rouges, ce qui est bien pratique d'ailleurs pour se repérer. Alors, on va d'abord se téléporter à la zone la plus proche qu'on ait débloquée. Il y avait le totem d'obsidienne ici, alors je sais pas s'il est en... Non, c'est bon, il est à l'extérieur. On n'est pas très loin, vous voyez. Allez vous amuser dans la nature près du campement du peuple des sources. Alors par contre, il va falloir qu'on traverse. Malheureusement, je n'ai pas de personnage de Natlan pour l'instant en tant que tel. J'attends ma Vuika, un petit peu comme tout le monde d'ailleurs. Attends, qu'est-ce que je raconte? J'ai peut-être... Non, j'ai pas en 4 étoiles. Non, je pense pas que j'ai pull pour l'instant. Je ne pense pas que j'ai pull pour l'instant. Alors par contre, je me suis rendu compte d'un truc. Il faut que je monte en constellation. GENSHIN. Ah non, attends, c'est pas... Ah non, c'est une skin? Ah non, c'est l'attaque... D'accord. Oui, non, il y a un bonus temporaire. Ça n'a rien à voir. Je sais pas pourquoi ils ont mis une flèche comme ça. C'est pas très clair. Allez, on fait le tour de la baie. Alors attends, c'est par là. Le jeu, tu me guides. C'est là-bas. On n'a qu'à suivre le rivage. Donc on va alterner ce soir. Hein. On va alterner entre les quêtes tribales, le festival qui vient d'apparaître, et puis également le petit événement qui va durer encore jusqu'à la fin de la semaine, histoire de faire un petit peu de tout. Comme on a peu de... Bon, on n'a pas du tout de narration ce soir, hein, les quêtes d'Archon sont terminées pour ce patch. On a eu suffisamment d'émotions comme ça, merci. Et bah du coup, on va pouvoir faire de l'action pure ce soir. Alors... Ah.
Wow, what an amazing view! And we can even see some Kohosaurs here and there.
Ah, c'est bien, on a un doublage pour ça. Eh, ils essaient de nous mordre comme des méchants geckos. Ouais, mignon, ça peut mordre aussi. Moi aussi, je suis mignon et je mords. Oula, ça se c'est la bagarre. Bon. Ils n'ont pas l'air gentils quand même. Bon, les photos vont devoir attendre, on doit y aller.
yelling for help.
Bon, moi je vous avais dit qu'on aurait de l'action ce soir. Ça commence bien. Ceux qui cherchent l'île mystérieuse. Allez, c'est parti. Vainquez les colosses, les Lazor. C'est pas facile à prononcer. Hein. Regardez-moi comme ils sont vilains. Ils sont mignons, mais très très vilains. J'arrive.
Finally,
Ils sont pas gentils du tout. On va faire un peu d'évaporation pour l'instant.
cloud's high. The birds.
Everybody stand back! Witness the power.
Wind strike.
Oh, ouais, ils sont pas gentils surtout.
Out the frying pan, into the fire!
Les Lazor vaincus se
From your
dispersent.
clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. That was a little too close.
C'est pas très prudent de se balader dans la nature comme ça sans un guide.
Mention it. Handling these
Surtout si on
sort of
connaît pas
things is
l'endroit.
practically second nature to us by now. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler.
J'ai bien Paimon is Paimon, j'adore. Elle dit ça.
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive.
Attendez. Attends, toi le gringalet, tu veux capturer ces créatures massives et super dangereuses, mais t'es cinglé.
Capture one alive?
Tu te crois dans Pokémon ou quoi?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very
Huh?
skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to help us capture one? I will pay you for the
Ah mais
effort.
attends, il est suicidaire ce type?
Well,
Mais c'est extrêmement dangereux.
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper-focused on his research.
Alors oui, rappelons que Sumeru,
So
hein,
please,
c'est...
don't be too hard on him.
Rappelons que Sumeru, c'est la grande université qui a formé toutes les élites de Tevat. Ils vont tous faire leurs études là-bas. Et donc du coup, on a beaucoup de chercheurs. Et des chercheurs qui sont sur le terrain. Comme ces deux-là, mais qui sont un peu inconscients.
oh,
Hein.
no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them?
Ne me dites pas que vous voulez aussi prendre une photo avec eux.
Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very
Alors en fait, c'est des
important clue
chercheurs,
about
mais
the
des chercheurs de
island can be
trésors.
found on Kaholosaurs, so
On parle d'une ligne mystérieuse, des trésors. Oh, ça m'intéresse.
approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the springs was certainly an unwise
C'est ça, vous
choice
auriez
of
dû
our
prendre un
part.
guide à l'office du tourisme, comme tout le monde.
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the springs that mentions a mysterious island. And Varamdra believes the key to his research can be
Oh là,
found
ça a l'air
there.
intéressant.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
On n'est ni qualifié pour ça, et sur... Bah, c'est complètement
Some
rien.
proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person
Oui, en
as
plus,
live
c'est idiot.
bait.
Hein. On n'a pas comme
Then
ça.
I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time. I must come up with another solution.
Varamdra.
Oh, all right.
Attends,
Did rescue
on pourrait faire
Karya
un
and I
truc.
just now, and I suppose
Je viens
I
d'y
should
penser,
express
on a la
some
capacité
gratitude. Thank you very much.
d'aller dedans un Lazor. Du coup, il suffirait qu'on se transmute dedans, et il pourrait nous examiner tant qu'on veut, sans risque. Enfin, je veux dire,
A
vous y avez pas
little
pensé?
awkward, but Paimon will take it.
We should move on, Karya.
Non mais... Mais Paimon... Mais le Traveler, mais... Oh, c'est pas vrai, ils ont même pas
Yes.
pensé.
Thank you again. My apologies. Varamdra really doesn't have the best people skills.
Mais il n'a pas les capacités sociales nécessaires. Par contre, pourquoi on lui dit pas qu'on a la capacité de se transmuter dans ces créatures-là? Ils pourraient nous examiner tant qu'ils veulent.
Bye now.
Oh là là, c'est tête de linotte, c'est pas possible. Mais réfléchissez. Oh là là, on a la solution. Revenez. Et je veux la récompense et le trésor.
You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day.
Ouais. C'est surtout qu'on les voit, on n'en voit pas souvent parce qu'ils sont morts, Paimon.
But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just mentioned.
Mais je parie que t'as aussi envie de trouver l'île, c'est ça, hein?
Yeah, who knows? There might be treasure.
Voilà, le mot magique, trésor.
After all the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk in the park for us.
Ouais, ça sent le piège. Oui, mais on n'a aucune information sur cette île. Et si on suivait ces deux zigotos,
Oh,
là?
you're right. The lady mentioned that the mysterious island is related to a legend of the people of the springs. So maybe we can start by
Ouais,
asking
bonne
some of
idée.
them about it. Time's ticking, let's get started on
C'est vrai que la dernière fois qu'on est allé les voir, c'était assez... c'était vraiment une période de crise, donc... faire un peu de
But
tourisme...
the real question is, who should we ask?
Bah, on peut tout simplement demander d'aller voir la chef.
That's an idea. If anyone, the chief of the tribe should know the details.
Ok. Allez. On va aller voir la chef. Du coup, attendez, il y a un point de téléportation à débloquer pas très loin. Puis on va récupérer les coffres à proximité. Histoire de faire progresser un petit peu notre indice d'exploration. Parce qu'il faut un petit peu jouer le jeu, hein. Voilà, déjà, c'est déjà ça. Puis il y a un coffre ici qui me nargue. Allez, on va passer sur Xingso. Un petit peu d'eau. On va mouiller tout ça. Bennett. Rien, Bennett, voilà. Yangling. Ensuite, Kazuha. Descendez les gars là.
Let's light it! Falling leaves, adorn my night! Wind striker!
Voilà. Oh, un joli coffre. On va avoir un schéma à mon avis
None
dedans.
of this will go to waste.
Ouais, voilà. Système de tri de coursier. Alors, comment ça fonctionne ces créatures là? On va quand même la suivre. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah, visiblement il doit y avoir 3 créatures à se courir dans le coin. Ouais. D'accord. Et ici on a un pyroculus à récupérer. Il y a des flotteurs juste à côté. On va essayer de se hisser. Bon, là une technique que je pourrais utiliser à la rigueur. Mais bref, si je peux juste sauter, ça devrait suffire. Non, je pourrais pas faire ça comme ça. On va utiliser GENSHIN du coup. Ça reste un bon choix. Alors attends. Oui.
Let's go. Time is against.
Tout simplement comme ça. Voilà. Et c'est gagné. Hop là. Ok, allons voir la chef. Attendez, je vais juste remettre déjà la team d'évaporation telle qu'elle est. Alors, Xiangling, c'est que tu te caches. Et voilà.
I'll bring my seasonings.
Parfait. Alors. Voyons voir, c'est que ça veut nous... Non, 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 c'est bon, c'est déjà vu. Ça. La carte. Peuple des sources. Eh, salut Sibérion. Promis, j'ai été sage. Là. J'ai été sage, hein, donc c'est bon. Hein. Pas besoin de me crier dessus. Non mais j'ai rien fait. C'est pas normal. Hein. Bon, alors, faut qu'on aille voir la chef. Voyons voir au niveau des quêtes comment ça se présente, cette histoire. Pas normal. Alors, quête disponible, veuillez consulter le menu des quêtes. D'accord. Légende de l'île mystérieuse. Alors, elle est où? Ah, mais rapide, c'est pas ça. Alors, la légende de l'île mystérieuse, voilà. Ah bah c'est juste là-haut. Ok. Il n'y a qu'à suivre le chemin. Ah bah tiens, bon, écoute. Journée au calme.
Race you.
Ah, la bonne nouvelle, tiens, qui est tombée tout à l'heure. Kepler Interactive a annoncé qu'il y avait une VF sur Clair-Obscur Expédition 33. Au départ, c'était pas prévu. Et visiblement, ils travaillent depuis plusieurs mois dans de plus grands secrets sur une VF. Et on a du Féodor Atkin, on a du Bruno Magne, on a que des grosses pointures du doublage, dont également celle qui fait la voix de Zelda dans les... qui soi-disant devait prendre sa retraite. Bah, finalement, elle a participé au doublage. Ce qui fait qu'on aura une VF au printemps 2025 sur Expédition 33 qui sera Day One sur la chaîne. Un FRJ, enfin un JRPG à la française, un FRPG comme je dirais. À tour par tour avec du temps réel dedans et en français intégral avec beaucoup de références à la culture française et à la mode française, donc ça va vraiment être trop cool de pouvoir montrer ça et d'avoir une VF à la hauteur, quoi. Ah, t'es vachement direct. Paimon est vachement direct là sur cette histoire.
I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people.
Oui, c'est pour ça qu'on est là et c'est pour ça qu'on vous interroge.
Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to reach the destination. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried.
Une lueur dorée, des trésors infinis. C'est les mystérieuses cités d'or ou
He
quoi?
left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island. Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and glory.
Comment une île peut être invisible?
Oh, that makes sense. So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it.
Eh non.
It's like a big secret for the people of the spring, so
C'est une légende.
you can't just tell anyone, right?
Il va falloir démêler tout
On
ça.
the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known to the public. Oh! Well, then what's the problem? Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor.
J'en étais sûr. Ça y est. On va encore faire le larbin.
Sure thing! But what do you need us to do? Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working
Ça y est, il va falloir
together
faire la
to scam
police maintenant.
visitors.
Oh là là.
As the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to hear of this. It's really hard to believe that could happen. They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island.
D'accord, j'ai compris. Donc ça veut dire que nos deux chercheurs vont être victimes de ces fameux escrocs. Je les vois déjà, ils sont déjà, si ça se trouve, au moment où on parle, déjà victimes.
They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money is some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to directly convict them. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so
On
would
n'aura
allow
peut-être pas
us
besoin
to
de faire
gather
ça.
the evidence required to bring them to justice. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been able to carry out
Par
the
contre, eux, ils
plan
nous
yet.
connaissent pas, c'est ça?
Oh, Paimon understands now. We're the perfect bait because we're both tourists. Exactly. And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers. No matter what nefarious schemes they may come up with, you'll be perfectly capable of protecting yourselves,
Okay.
right? You betcha. If it's just a few scammers we're talking about, he'll take them all down. Wonderful. Then here, please take this.
C'est quoi ça? Des moras, c'est ça?
Whoa, that's a lot of more.
Non, 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 non.
Already earned a
Ça, c'est
bonus.
pour les tours, c'est pour le piège.
There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. This Mora, however, is for other purposes. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pay out of your own pockets. So
D'accord.
please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence as possible. No wonder you're the chief. Seems like
Bon,
you've
donc
already
du coup, il faut
thought
pas
of
se retenir de dépenser de
Okay,
l'argent
we'll take
face à
it
ces
from here.
escrocs pour pouvoir les capturer. Ok.
I've marked the location of the scammers on your map. I'll leave the rest to you two.
Bon, super, on fait les flics aujourd'hui. Début de la quête, acte 2. Allez, voyons voir ce qui a été indiqué sur la carte. Alors, à l'entrée de la ville, comme d'habitude, évidemment. On va aller là, on va se téléporter déjà ici. On va faire mine d'arriver de l'extérieur, tu vois. Voilà. Vous voyez ? Je suis un touriste, je suis un pigeon. Voilà, je suis un portefeuille sur pattes. Venez me plumer. On passe pas inaperçu quand même, hein.
This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer.
Paimon.
Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea.
Ah,
about
tu
what's
galères
going
sur le
on.
Bégoma. Moi, j'arrive même pas à gagner un seul match, mais il faut que je récupère des toupies de bonne qualité, c'est pour ça. On pourrait parler de l'île mystérieuse
Good idea.
pour les attirer.
Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ça y est, il commence à tourner la tête, ça fonctionne. On a une touche.
Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit the mysterious island?
Oui, on nous a beaucoup parlé.
Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out
Et
already.
toi, continue à faire semblant, Paimon. Laisse-moi faire.
Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for the island. Am I right?
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to look for that island from the legend.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a dangerous journey.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches and glory will be yours for the taking.
Voilà, il commence à nous
Be that as
embobiner
it
là.
may, the journey to the island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be nigh
Je suis sûr que c'est
impossible for any
complètement bidon en fait
average
le
person
trésor.
to reach the island.
Mais bon, jouons le jeu quand même.
But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger, find shortcuts.
Est-ce qu'on
and
parle tout de suite du
successfully
pognon?
reach
Il
their
faudrait peut-être pas
destination.
éveiller ses intentions, non? Laissons-le venir. Et vous faites votre promotion?
Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are
Jusque-là,
as
ce qu'il
enigmatic
dit
as
est à
those
peu près
found on
vrai.
a lost treasure map. Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can
Bon, par
correctly
contre, là, c'est du
decipher the
pipeau, là.
clues. Tourists who rashly embark on their own often wind up lost and encounter
Vous savez ce qu'on dit, hein?
dangers.
Pour qu'un mensonge passe, il faut l'enrober de vérité. C'est ce qu'il a fait. Il a commencé par dire une vérité, et là, il nous a dit un gros bobard.
He actually sounds pretty convincing.
Ah oui?
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what
Le
say you to having
destin,
me
c'est
as
ça,
your
il a bon
guide?
dos le destin.
So how much will you charge us?
Not to worry. I don't intend to charge any fees.
Ah bon?
So you'd be working for free?
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great honor.
Il y a un
in
truc
and of
là.
itself.
Il y a un
Worth
truc,
more
il va
than
nous
any
soutirer de
amount
l'argent
of
d'une
gold.
autre manière, c'est pas possible autrement.
Smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him.
Voyons ce qu'il va faire ensuite. On va pas se contenter de ce qu'il nous dit.
Thank you. Then please guide us onward.
Of course. Please, follow me.
Bon alors peut-être qu'il va essayer de nous détrousser par la force. plutôt que par la ruse. Bizarre, normalement ce genre d'escroc n'essaye jamais par la force. Suivez le guide escroc. Bah non, la vache il est parti loin. Attends. J'en profite hein, pour explorer un petit peu. Là-bas que ça se passe. Le coin est magnifique ici. Attendez, il y a un coffre en dessous. On va pas passer à côté. Voyons voir si on peut le récupérer ou s'il y a une énigme ou un truc. Oh, il y a des ennemis, tout simplement. Je pense qu'il faut s'en débarrasser. Ah d'accord, faut les faire tomber à l'eau, tout simplement. Attends, ouais. C'est plutôt moi qui tombe à l'eau, là. Ils sont un peu relous, hein. Mais par ici. Perdez rien pour attendre. Ah d'accord. On va récupérer ça. Oh, il est encore là, lui. Voilà, c'est bon. Un petit coffre. Ça mange pas de pain. Ah la vache! Ah bah dis donc. Bien, il était bien fourni ce coffre. Allez, allons à l'emplacement marqué. Je suis sûr qu'il y a plein de services annexes qui vont nous faire payer. Regarde, t'as un photographe là, ils vont nous faire payer les excursions. Voilà, j'en étais sûr. Ils vont nous plumer en fait indirectement, avec des frais pour tout et n'importe quoi. Il est super gentil, regardez. Il fait pas de mal à une mouche.
Huh? Oh, you two must be here to seek insight from Atta, right?
Attends, c'est son complice, vous avez vu comme ils ont l'autre a toussé?
Atta? Insight?
Quoi, Atta comme Serial Atta?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
Attends, c'est lui Atta là-bas? Il est super gentil.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Kaholasaur. My senior here is responsible to
C'est pas
serve.
dangereux?
Atta is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other Kaholasaurs.
Il n'a pas l'air super intelligent quand même,
Atta
hein.
has actually visited the mysterious island before. Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how to get there.
Really? But how do we do that? Can a Kaholosaurus elder talk?
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide their wise insight. In the language of the Kaholosaurs.
Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais. C'est comme moi, vous approchez de moi, je confirme votre odeur et je vous mords, voilà. En faisant mon. Mais bon, voilà comment ça fonctionne.
The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills required of a guide from the people of the Springs. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you on the journey ahead.
Alright, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 more up.
Voilà, ça commence.
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Kaholosaur.
Voilà.
Cost to maintain their health can be quite high, you know.
Ça commence. Quelle arnaque. Je te
I'm
jure.
sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the mysterious island, these costs will be
Quelque
quite
chose me
trivial
dit
in the end.
que c'est la première dépense d'une longue série.
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch.
Profitons-en pour rassembler des preuves.
Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Kaholosaur. But if we can get a receipt, that'll be proof that they're scamming
C'est
tourists.
clair, il nous faut des preuves écrites.
With that kind of evidence, there'll be no doubt they're guilty.
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta. You won't ever find
Se
another
méfie.
deal like
Faut
this.
pas trop...
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
Ça te rend heureuse, Paimon. Alors du coup, essayez d'approcher Data et prenez une photo ensemble. Bon, ça a l'air super gentil. Y a aucun danger, hein. Gentil, gentil le Colosaure, hein. À pas mordre. Super gentil, super mignon. Ne griffe pas, ne mord pas.
Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
Hein, pour l'instant.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Ça va nous coûter quand même 20 000 moras, hein, ces photos-là. Et il a essayé de manger Paimon.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say.
N'importe quoi.
Oh, I see.
I see. Oh, I see. Ouais, j'étais sûr qu'elle allait dire ça.
You really get anything from that noise?
Ouais, c'est comme moi quand je fais maman. C'est une
Of
signification
course.
extrêmement complexe.
Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their language. Let's follow Atta's instructions and proceed to the next area.
Ouais, enfin, jusqu'au prochain escroc.
Here's your group photo. I even packaged it up for free.
Bah voyons.
Chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the chief's more to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence?
Ouais, il faut. C'est à mon avis, c'est tout un réseau. Il faut continuer. Bonne idée.
Paimon's curious what other tricks these scammers are using.
À mon avis, il y a d'autres escrocs. Vous suivez Colo et obtenez des indices les uns après les autres. Vous équipez également les dépenses au fur et à mesure.
These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for everything. With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take us to the island or not.
T'es en train de te faire avoir, mais bon, il n'y a pas de mal à avoir, obtenir plus de preuves.
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed to find a shortcut to the island.
Oh, alright, then let's get going.
Suivez les indications jusqu'à l'endroit désigné. Alors... À mon avis, si l'accès à l'île est possible ou existe, ça va se faire via une voie spéciale qu'empruntent les Coolazors. Bon, attends, je vais déjà reprendre mon souffle, sinon je vais me noyer.
This is the spot. The trails
c'est
of
magnifique.
sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun shall reveal everything.
C'est très joli en tout cas.
Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on the opposite bank.
You mean we're almost there? Huh. But there wasn't even anything exciting about this journey.
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the Mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good guide, don't you think? Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before sunset.
D'accord. Je comprends que la chef du village soit vénère si tous les touristes sont arnaqués comme ça. Allez, va un peu plus vite, Bennett. Tiens. Là, à mon avis, il y a un emplacement pour Coalazor, là.
According to Atta's insights, this is the place.
C'est ça, l'île mystérieuse? C'est une bonne gueule.
You mean the mysterious island?
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And what with these wooden signs and artificial lights?
Oh mon dieu, quelle arnaque! Regarde-moi ça, c'est nul!
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find. And who says a mysterious island can't look like this?
Mais c'est nul.
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no need for us to continue either. We were commissioned by the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your scamming activities. With these receipts, your scamming days are over.
You sure? Then what's written on those receipts?
Huh. Let's see. Huh?
Ils ont utilisé
Wait,
l'encre
I thought
sympathique.
I was
Oh les enfoirés. Oh les salauds.
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible to track down. You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that settled, I'll be going now.
Ah, now he's trying to get away! Let's go after him!
Quelle arnaque. Mais ils sont quand même doués, hein. Faut quand même le reconnaître.
It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him of scamming people.
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me. Even as the chief, you can't just level accusations without any evidence, right?
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We lost all the evidence we had. Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me! That's my Mora!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them here.
What do you mean?
Comment ça partager?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided by me. They all have a special mark
D'accord,
on
elle a
them.
D'accord, Amina a marqué l'argent, c'est pas bête. Mais en quoi ça prouve que c'est une escroquerie?
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should have been theirs ended up in your hands, right? There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just
d'accord.
denied
Pas
that there
bête.
was a scam.
Il le qualifie
So
en tant
did
que
you
vol.
then take the Mora from them
C'est
by
pas idiot.
force?
Après tout, ils ont eu par exemple Al Capone pour fraude fiscale. Là, on va avoir l'escroc pour vol. C'est marrant.
Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's an even more serious crime
Du
than
coup, le mec
scamming.
va être tenté d'avouer, de dire que bah non, c'est pas un vol, c'est une escroquerie, ce qui est un peu moins grave.
All right. Sure, I admit that I coaxed them into spending a few
C'est pas bête
times,
du tout.
but I wouldn't go as far as calling it scamming.
We have witnesses standing right here, you know.
Fine, yes, it was all a scam.
Oui, c'est vrai que si c'était suivi, il y a des témoins qui sont assermentés. Donc,
No wonder you're the chief of the tribe. I still
C'est
don't
super jeune, en
understand
plus.
how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see through the whole thing. If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself? Why? That's a good point. Speaking of, have any guides from the people of the Springs ever found the treasure of the mysterious island? I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. The answer is actually very
à mon
simple.
avis, c'est lié au Colosaur.
There is no shortcut to the island, and most people don't even meet the requirement to ever reach it.
Attends, il y a des conditions? Et c'est quoi ces conditions?
If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the Springs, despite all of their abilities, will find it difficult to overcome the obstacles along the way. Which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the public, few have ever made
Attends,
it
ça veut
there.
dire qu'il y a quand même des gens qui sont allés? Et qui ça?
There's a requirement? What is it?
D'accord, j'ai compris.
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious island should be like?
Ça sera à dos de Coalazor, à mon avis.
It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companions before witnessing some breathtaking sights, uncovering a really touching story.
Oui, ça c'est le cliché habituel.
Exploring some super cool treasure at the end. And therein lies the key point. Overcoming hardships with your companions. It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients nor tourists, but his closest friends. The legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is journeying with your closest friends, the kind of friends you would trust with your life. So that's the key. From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. But unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then
en clair, faut partir avec un ami ou une amie qui connaît un petit peu les lieux.
of someone you met on a pure monetary basis. That's true. But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this beautiful land that I call my home will not disappoint you. Whether it's remote islands or ancient ruins, I'm sure they can also provide you with plenty of exciting adventures. And let me tell you a secret. The elders once told me that beneath these very ruins lies a
D'accord.
way to
Donc la
reach
clé
the
se trouve dans ces ruines-là?
Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily even when a place is supposedly impossible to visit. Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested in finding the island. I just
Il nous
recommend
faut un guide de
finding a guide
confiance.
first who you could trust with your
Il y en a
lives.
quelques-uns dans le coin, hein.
A guide we could trust with their lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone like that around here?
Eh bien, peut-être que nous n'aurons pas à attendre aussi longtemps que ça.
Oh, we could go find Mualani!
Bah oui.
It
Elle est
appears
d'ici,
you've
après
already
tout.
made up your minds. Then I'll be taking my leave. My assistants will pay you for all your help. Thanks again. Okay, bye-bye!
Bon, ça va, l'enquête était pas trop longue. On a terminé l'acte 2, sachant que je pense qu'il y a un troisième acte en ce qui concerne retourner chez le peuple des sources. On va déjà peut-être aller au bout de cette quête-là. Je pense que les quêtes des tribales sont en 3 parties à chaque fois, mais il y en a 3. Donc on peut terminer déjà ce chapitre-là déjà. Ce serait pas mal. Ah, il y a un coffre ici. On va essayer de débloquer. Allez.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Ça en fait un. Ah, déjà dans l'eau.
Stick around.
You're toast!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Voilà, coffre débloqué. Impeccable.
A fateful
Petit
offer.
coffre délicat. Ça ne se refuse pas. Alors. Voyons voir. 300 mètres. Je vais regarder. On va se téléporter ici. On va gagner un peu de temps. Et après on enchaînera sur un des 2 autres événements à temps limité. Qui est en cours. Histoire de... Tu l'as eu? Bravo. Donc en fait c'est le joueur ultime, c'est ça, celui qu'on rencontre au début là. Le joueur de Begoma de... Tronche de Yu-Gi-Oh version Wish. Alors, délivrer une invitation à Mualani.
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why? Black floaters look really cool.
Ouais, mais au soleil, c'est pas top.
May I ask whether you've had some bad luck lately?
Well, yeah, sorta.
The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur. I nearly drowned.
Un Koholosaur?
Which is
Vache.
why I want to buy some new ones.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once. Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Oui, enfin Beyblade, mais bon. Tu me
Also,
comprends. Hein.
have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating? Maybe even suffering a little heat
Vous savez,
stroke?
ce mec-là me fait beaucoup penser à Bennett. Bennett aussi est malchanceux
Yeah,
comme tout.
that's exactly how I've been feeling.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. According to the experts, bright colors can not only lift your mood, but also bring good luck. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating your luck taking a turn for the better.
You'd really do that? Then I'll take one of each.
You got it.
Vache, elle est douée pour vendre des choses. Impressionnant.
Well, hello there. If it isn't the traveler in Paimon.
Elle se débrouille bien.
It's been a while, Mualani.
Ouais, ça fait très longtemps.
Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true? Do pink and blue floaters really bring good luck?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters, a group of Koholosaurs came to the rescue and brought her
Ils
back
sont
to
super
shore.
gentils. C'était pour la bouffer, c'est ça.
Whoa, for real?
Ouais, ouais.
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking to buy some water sports products?
Pas vraiment.
Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need. You are guests here after all. It's only natural for me to give some gifts to
On a
you.
besoin d'une guide en fait.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person.
Oh putain!
So, where do you want to go?
Et comment elle a surgi comme ça, là, d'un seul coup, là?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the Mysterious Island. Oh.
Quoi? Pourquoi elle agit comme ça?
Do you have any concerns, Mualani?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Oui, enfin en même temps, on a le Traveler et Paimon. Hein.
Your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with
On a
you
quand
as
même
our
été
guide,
dans le fief
we'll
nocturne.
definitely be able to reach
On
the
a fait quand même la
mysterious
guerre
island.
du fief nocturne. Un truc beaucoup plus dangereux que
Then,
ça.
I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle Nu, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he has never successfully reached
Ah bon?
the island. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, going to the mysterious island is different.
C'est
And I
différent?
don't know if I can guarantee that. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't refuse. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like we're actually asking a lot. Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just for the sake of finding some treasure.
Ouais, moi aussi un peu.
Mualani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found another underground ruin full of treasure.
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait for me.
Who's Kolo?
C'est qui ça?
He's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other guide who's ever made it to the Mysterious Island.
C'est vrai ce mensonge?
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is
Je me demande si c'est
quite
pas
an
une arnaque
occasion,
aussi
though.
ça.
Let's go check. Let me put up the closed sign first. Okay, come with me.
Allez, l'acte 3.
Time to go.
Bon, on va tourner à la place avec Mualani et du coup, on va voir ce que vaut ce guide ici exceptionnel.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for
Eh,
yourself.
mais il y a nos deux chercheurs de Sumeru qui sont là, regardez derrière.
As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide, I brought them all back. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone.
Attends, c'est quelqu'un d'autorité. Vous vous rendez compte? Il a une moustache. C'est forcément quelqu'un qui s'y connaît.
Indeed. Well done. No wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down.
C'est pas étonnant qu'il soit le meilleur. Il a une moustache.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mualani? Who knows?
Oui,
Maybe
mais c'est
you could
pas un
save us some
ami.
trouble on our trip to the
C'est pas un
Mystérieuse
ami. Vous
Island.
souvenez-vous, la condition, c'est qu'on doit confier notre vie à un ami. Donc du coup, une relation transactionnelle, ça va pas fonctionner. Par contre, on peut lui demander des trucs et des astuces.
Ko'olo
Oui.
always treats his
Des indices.
experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
Ouais.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talk. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar.
Les deux
Oh,
chercheurs de
the
Sumeru.
scholars from Sumeru
Tout
who were
juste.
bitten by the Koholosaurs? They also wanted to go to the Mysterious Island, right? Seems they finally realized that they need a guide.
Comme tout le monde, ouais.
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated by the price, then we can talk.
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success, then the commission fees won't be a problem.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
Laissez-moi deviner, l'île
The
mystérieuse.
Mysterious Island.
Voilà. Oh là là.
Just as Paimon thought.
Ouais, non mais bon, on le savait ça. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Qu'est-ce qui manigance ces deux-là?
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
Attends, ils se sont fait avoir aussi?
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
Oui, la vraie.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot more than just a guide, right?
Voilà, eux ils connaissent les règles.
Since you want to visit the real Mysterious Island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement for our trip, right?
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together.
Voilà, pourquoi ils essayent une relation
I must
transactionnelle?
reach that island, even if that means putting my life in
Mais c'est
someone
pas un
else's
compagnon,
hands. I have made up
c'est un
my
client ou un
Don't
prestataire.
waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? That is what the legend is really hinting at here. Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent clients long before reaching the destination. How do you think I reached the Mysterious Island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Il a été tout seul. Mais alors, y a pas de témoin du coup. C'est peut-être une arnaque.
Well, I'm different. I'm no ordinary tourist.
Oh.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. And a waste of your commission fees. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. For example... New student, over there.
Non mais... Oh, c'est quoi cette arnaque là? C'est nous le plus nul, c'est ça?
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about
Je vais
him.
le mordre.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
Ouais, moustache. Reste là une seconde, réponds à nos questions.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me that.
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend to the letter.
Putain, mais je vais lui faire bouffer sa...
Cumbersome client to find you
Je vais lui faire
before you
bouffer
can
sa
find
moustache de
yourself.
merde à lui.
Mualani?
Oh purée, le salaud. Il l'a rendu triste.
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof? Why don't you wait until he's actually found the
Il a
island
ramené une
before you start
pierre.
using his
La
views
belle
for
affaire. Oh purée. Oh, qui m'énerve. La foule commence à se disperser après le départ de Colo. Quel enfoiré!
I'm really
Il faut lui donner une
sorry.
bonne leçon.
I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about. I wasn't planning on getting into an argument with him again.
That Colo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani. Or maybe your teacher.
À mon avis, il y a un passif entre ces deux-là.
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best guide in the tribe can't stop talking about him.
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle Nu has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words several times now. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island.
Vous voulez vraiment aller sur l'île mystérieuse, n'est-ce pas?
That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken lightly. I was really surprised when you asked me to be your guide today.
C'était pas prévu au départ.
After telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face, I didn't make you think that you're causing me trouble, did I?
Si, quand même. Bah, elle est en train de travailler.
Actually, Paimon did think about taking our invite back.
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part
Ah
of
oui, l'île
everything you taught me as
mystérieuse.
a guide.
Oui, Tintin.
The
Ouais.
difficulty of the trip is the
Ils ont
very
surtout
first
vu les
thing that
champignons
needs
qui
to be
explosent.
clearly laid out to the group.
À mon avis, les ayants droit de Tintin vont porter plainte si c'est le cas.
If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, you must first reach a consensus.
Alors,
on
les
the
efforts
amount of
nécessaires pour
effort
atteindre la
that will be
destination.
required.
Laissez-moi deviner. Arracher la moustache de ce mec-là et lui faire bouffer, c'est ça? C'est ça
I
le...
always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle Nu has never been to the island, so Ko'olo always uses that to push us down. So, as Uncle Nu's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove his skills.
Oh non, pitié pas les
It's a
deux
pity that
nuls.
I've never had the chance.
Oh sérieux, ils nous ont suivis.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be our guide, we're completely willing to trust you with our lives. With the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion, you'll definitely be able to find the mysterious island. Then
Pourquoi
you
elle
can come
parlait
back
à la
and teach
troisième
that Colo a
personne?
lesson.
C'est bizarre.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Hein?
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away. I've already had the plans for this trip written out for some time. Come with me.
On n'est pas tout seul.
Oh, it's that scholar guy. Paimon almost forgot he was still here.
Scholar guy? My name is Varamdra. Please.
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady too. Hello again.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to you, would it be okay for us to join your journey?
Oui, mais c'est pas une excursion, c'est... Il faut être entre
I'm
compagnons.
Mualani. Just call. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met, and I'm not sure you're cut out for this trip. The path to the...
Oh.
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. It's understandable you're worried that we'll slow you down. So how about this? We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual commission fees. But we won't officially be your clients.
Mais comment ça?
In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation as a guide won't be tarnished as a result.
Ouais, mais du coup, il y a pas de relation.
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm the same kind of person as Ko'olo.
So you still refuse?
On peut pas avoir des gens dans notre groupe et se dire, bon, on s'en fout de ce qui va leur arriver. C'est faux.
Fine. Kariel, put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Attends, il veut y aller tout seul?
Varamdra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed with that island?
Wait!
Il aime l'argent.
Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Even my sweet mom would give me a harsh scolding if I ever let you do that.
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Really.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, there is another solution. How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope. I'll see you there.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from
Ah, pas
strangers
bête.
into friends. The kind we can trust with our lives.
That's your plan? Very well then.
Wonderful. On behalf of both Barandra and I, thank you so much.
C'est un peu artificiel.
Sure, only Mualani could come up with a plan
Mais
like
bon,
that.
on peut tenter le coup. Mualani, vous êtes la meilleure.
We need to get started on our preparations. Come with me.
Mais il y a un moyen tout à fait simple qu'ils deviennent des compagnons à la vie et à la mort. Mais par contre, tu peux pas passer ça sur Twitch. Ça serait plus très grand public, ça, du coup, un bon moment. Là, du coup, voilà, quoi. Il y a qu'une seule manière. Hein, Paimon, je suis désolé. Le Traveler, je suis désolé. Il va falloir que... Mualani aussi.
Hey, Alafa. I've got some business.
Eh, t'as essayé de m'assassiner avec une tonne, c'est pas normal. Eh, non, pas les mitrailleurs. Le mec, ça va pas, non? Eh, c'était juste une hypothèse. Hein. Une hypothèse documentée. Bon, d'accord, pas d'hypothèse documentée du coup.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowpath.
I know. It's just that Lafa sounds so much cuter.
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories. Only the best you've got.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be pricey. Is your client covering the bill?
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Et après tout, nous sommes les commanditeurs. Ah mais techniquement, faut pas parler, c'est comme ça.
Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together like this is a high.
Merde, oui, c'est vrai, si c'est le cas, ça va pas marcher. Elle a raison.
Oh no, we're traveling as close friends who trust each other with
Ah
everything.
oui, oui, non mais voilà, oui, c'est sûr que c'est
That's
comme
what I
là.
thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. But don't worry, it's not that expensive. We're ready, Lafa.
Your total is 200,000 mora.
Ah, 200 000. Ah.
That's still a lot for you, Mualani.
Just
C'est
imagine
pas
us in the
donné.
wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary, or simply spend a week's worth of pocket money and completely
Oui, c'est
solve
sûr que
that
c'est mieux que de
problem.
décéder dans la
I'd say
nature.
that's a great deal.
Je suis d'accord, mais bon, 200 000, c'est quand même une somme.
You call that a week's worth of pocket money?
Attends, c'est ça qu'on a l'argent de poche toutes les semaines?
That's not important. We still need to buy some
Attends, ça veut dire
equipment
qu'elle a
from
800
another
000
store.
moras par
Come
mois
with me.
en argent de poche? Putain, mais elle est pleine aux as. H. Alors, du coup, accompagne Mualani à la boutique d'instruments. Bon, visiblement, il faut des instruments. De musique?
Afternoon, Uncle On.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your
Vous vous
grandfather.
rendez compte, il est au moins 26 ans, ce mec.
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey, can you help me find something kind of rare? I can negotiate the price. What do you say?
All right. What are you looking for?
A record player. Specifically, the kind that's convenient to
Un
take.
tournevis.
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed. I thought it'd be nice to keep it as a prized collectible in the shop.
Uncle On.
Just don't break it, okay? I'll even buy it back from you when
Oh,
we're done with
c'est
it.
une location.
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean we need to buy some records too?
Yup, and that's our next stop.
Attends, elle va acheter des disques. Non mais je rêve. On n'est pas là pour écouter de la musique, si?
Hey, Paka Paka.
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record of your own?
Oh, c'est pas vrai.
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record. The one you've been keeping from customers and listening to in secret?
Uh-huh. That's a pretty rare record, you know? Besides, I haven't even finished listening to that one yet.
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind to release a record.
Whoa, then we could produce some really wild tunes. You've got a deal.
Elle sait bien manipuler son monde, hein.
That's the record also accounted for.
Elle est très forte.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently, playing this song at night is an effective way to keep travelers safe and sound.
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't cost much, that's a nice way to make the trip a little more pleasant.
You know how it goes, Mualani.
20,000
20,000 mora for this record. That's the best I can do.
Deal.
Looks like
Elle a
Mualani
même pas
really is
cherché
rich.
à marchander. Bizarre.
That should be about everything we need to buy. Next is... Ooh, I'm getting kinda nervous.
What's
Quoi?
wrong, Mualani?
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map to the island. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just a regular map, it's more like a treasure map. It's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their experience to decipher the map's meaning and understand the route. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies were to be passed down to future generations, so usually a teacher will pass their copy to their student. Which brings us to today. The day I officially ask Uncle Nu for his copy.
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel a little nervous.
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot better. We won't let Uncle Nu down, right?
That's right! Let's go and find them together!
Ok. Alors, accompagner Mualani pour rencontrer son maître.
Oui, maître, nous allons rencontrer le maître.
Mince, quel tronchi là. Est-ce qu'on l'avait déjà vu, le maître de Mualani?
Afternoon, Uncle Nu.
C'est ça l'oncle Nu?
For you.
A surprise.
Oh mon dieu, il a une
Then you
moustache.
must be here to
Ah, c'est pas
finally
vrai.
pick up the map.
Encore une moustache de merde. Ah non, mais c'est une malédiction.
You saw right through me, as always.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. In some sense, you could say that you've already trusted each other with your lives. It's just that my feelings are a little complicated now.
Huh?
Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle Nu?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. It's just that I'm not ready yet. After all, the journey to the Mysterious Island is no easy feat for any guide of the people of the Springs. I'm still a little...
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will definitely be able to find the Mysterious Island.
Yeah. This time I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is no better than Uncle Nu.
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's just... Please listen to your teacher's words once more, Mualani. Our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only one thing we must do. Guide tourists safely to their destination.
I understand, Uncle Nu.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it. You must return it to me when you get back from the mysterious island.
Was this made with spinel fruit? For some reason, this doesn't look like a regular spinel fruit to me.
Right, which is precisely why it's so effective.
You really know me best, Uncle Nu. Alright. Traveler and Paimon, tomorrow we'll set off. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
Yay! Paimon can't wait for another adventure.
Merci pour les follow Yuri Kuri sur TikTok, bienvenue. Alors du coup, attendez, le lendemain, 8h midi, pour partir. On a la carte laissée par les premiers chefs. Du coup, bah voilà, on va se faire guider par Moustache, enfin par ce type.
Time to go.
Je vais juste regarder ici ce qu'on a. Alors, passe de bataille, connexion de jeu. Juste vérifier. Hein. Dans les annonces. Alors oui, non, les événements pour l'instant, bon, il y a des petits trucs qui vont arriver ici ou là, on y reviendra. À noter, alors, ça n'a absolument rien à voir. Parlant d'événements, la 5, enfin la 1.3 aura son live spécial pour ZZZ ce vendredi, je crois, 25 octobre. Donc on en reviendra. Alors, on va attendre le lendemain matin. Oh, ça va, c'est pas très long. Attends, c'était 8h, c'est pas 7h37, n'importe quoi. Oh. Voilà, ça devrait le faire là. Alors.
Meet up now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
Ah tiens. Quelques petits ici ou là. Alors, voyons voir. On va suivre l'indicateur de carte. Ça serait là-bas, 80 mètres. Tiens, ma Mualani est déjà là-bas.
Traveler, Paimon, over here.
Ailleurs, comment ils ont fait le feu si vite?
Oh, and those strange scholars are here too.
Ouais, mais on le voit plus.
Good morning, you two.
Morning.
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of our journey.
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope we can all act a little more professional.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the mysterious island has officially begun.
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Ça, c'est un saurien, ça.
Uh-huh. Is it an important clue?
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. It's a monument. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors. This will make our journey to the mysterious island smoother.
Ah bah je suis rassuré.
Is there any theoretical basis to support that claim?
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before heading to the mysterious island. Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about. That's very professional of you.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Come on, everyone.
D'accord, ouais, on voit comment ça va se passer.
Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to depart under your gaze and return under your protective watch.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great adventure!
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the first clue.
Speaking of which, where should we look for
Alors
the clue?
attends, rendez-vous à l'endroit indiqué par Mualani. Du coup,
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
c'est à 400 mètres là-bas. On va se téléporter là.
Let's try not to disrupt them.
Comment ça? Ah, eux. Ça va être compliqué, non? Ils vont nous voir nous foncer dessus.
Kaholosaurs here!
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs. But they often end up looking in the wrong direction. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that the tribe uses to indicate a herd of them. So it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one or two stray Kaholosaurs.
You're a real pro at this, Mualani!
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholosaurs don't like gathering as herds unless it's to compete for the hot springs.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the springs would know. It so happens that wild Kaholosaurs periodically gather in the valley up ahead. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, the herd quickly disperses again. Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare to ever witness such a thing.
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away and include an explanation as a part of my thesis.
Bon, déjà, il retourne déjà à sa recherche. Ça fait
According
bien.
to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that valley.
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kaholasaurs?
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering together with their friends, so I'm sure they don't want to be disturbed.
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholasaur herd? That feels a little...
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked by Kaholasaurs before, so this isn't an ideal plan for her. But it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have Karia wait here, and I'll take over all the tasks that were supposed to be entrusted to her.
No worries. We don't need everyone to go. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two. Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Is that so? Then that works out perfectly.
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant scholar. Follow me and stay close.
Bon, un petit peu d'action, ça nous ferait du bien de bouger. Allez. Moins de blabla, plus d'action. Et essayer d'explorer la vallée. Ah bah on va utiliser les...
Oh no, we've been spotted.
Eh, ils nous aiment
Back
pas.
off and try again.
D'accord. En clair, il faut...
These Kaholasaurs sure seem on guard. We'll never get through.
Given you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce that the clue is in that valley, why don't you simply chase them away?
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholasaurs. Doing so will almost certainly bring bad luck. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings, much less make them leave. That's just terrible.
But on what basis?
Okay, so can we figure out another way to enter the valley?
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them. It'd take a while for me
Ah, il
to come
suffit
up with a
d'utiliser peut-être les
solution on my
canaux
own, so I'd like to ask
spirituels pour ça.
everyone to help come up with some ideas.
Let Paimon think. Oh, is there a detour or another way around?
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholosaur herd. Even if we try to approach from the other side, we'll just run into the same problem.
This is tricky.
Karya, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra and the others. I'm sure you must have some ideas of your own.
Me? All right. When I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Kaholosaurs relied on their hearing to track their prey, but they also possess a very keen sense of smell. But I'm not sure.
Oh. Oh, that was actually very useful, Miss Karya.
You can just call me Karya.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I've got an idea.
Ok, quelle idée débile ils ont encore eu. Non, parce que je vais voir. Hein. Allez, allez, allez. Ouais, un moyen pour vous infiltrer. Bah, on pourra peut-être se mettre juste en cul à l'azor, puis voilà. Et il l'aurait dans le cul à l'azor. C'est quoi ça?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight,
Ah, pas bête. Ah, d'accord, c'est vrai qu'ils nous repèrent à l'odeur.
But this plant can help us solve that problem, because its fragrance is very similar to the scent of a Kaholosaur. We can apply the plant's extract to our bodies and trick their sense of smell.
So, we're gonna rub plant juice on ourselves?
Don't worry, it's also good for your skin.
Mualani récupère de l'extrait de plante et en applique sur tout le monde.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy. But this actually does smell like a Kaholosaur.
Perfect. Okay, let's try to make our way through again.
Attends, tu veux dire qu'il faut qu'on commence encore tout ce cercle-là? Et parti.
Be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful.
Un petit. Il y a un petit. Il nous a repérés.
It's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose
Il
any
part,
danger.
il est mort, il griffe. Faut lui foutre un coup. M'énerve. Oh putain, on se fait repérer avec ces conneries là.
How could there be so many here?
Ah mais il y en a plein partout, ils sont vilains.
Oh,
Non.
I have an idea. Wait here.
Attends, elle va attirer leur attention. Ah les sales bêtes, d'accord. Il les attire en faisant des... Oh. Oh les gros crétins. Ils sont vraiment stupides.
Follow me and stay close.
Pas me le dire deux fois.
Follow me and stay close. Careful. Don't startle them.
On peut marcher sur la queue, on n'a pas le droit. Dommage.
must be getting close.
C'est ça la vallée?
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock.
Ah, ils sont nombreux.
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun? Too bad I can't understand what they're saying.
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the springs
Non, non, c'était pas des guides,
Koholosaurs.
c'était l'arnaque.
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
Oh là là.
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some kind of drawing.
C'est bestioles qui ont fait ça?
I've
Ça
heard
réagit?
that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released by Koholosaurs. But to trigger that sort of reaction, you'd need a huge number of Koholosaurs.
C'est dégueulasse.
That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try to copy it down.
Mualani copie le dessin sur la mousse et vous ramène tranquillement via le chemin.
Past the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Koholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead.
Seems there was a logical basis for everything you said after all.
Has he always been this way, Miss Karia?
Ouais, la logique est logique. C'est une logique où il faut se faire chier à suivre tous les indices.
He's just obsessed with his research. That's all.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct.
Non mais c'est logique.
I've proven my trustworthiness. And so, there should be no need for us to argue next time.
Ouais, jusqu'à la
Yes,
prochaine
I
minute.
understand. And I suppose that'll help us avoid wasting time.
Mualani really knows how to lead our group.
C'est une guide professionnelle après tout. Mais
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination. Now, what does this pattern represent?
on dirait une carte. Montagne. Il y a une bestiole en haut, peut-être un colador. Et c'est quoi en dessous? C'est de l'eau? Des flammes? Non.
Hard to tell. Paimon certainly doesn't have any idea what it's trying to get at.
Aha! I got it. Though the lines are kind of rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jadeskirt Knoll. We can use this to fill in the hole on the map, and find
C'est
our
quoi?
next destination.
Ah d'accord.
Really? You got all that just from some rough lines?
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps as a guide, and now it's easier for me to pick up on patterns like that. All right, break time is over. Let's get ready to move.
Attends. D'accord, pour elle c'était juste une pause. Non. Bah non. Elle m'énerve. Rendez-vous à l'endroit deviné par Mualani. Allez, c'est parti. Attends. Oula. Il y a une grosse bestiole là. Attends, on va essayer de s'en débarrasser. Il garde un coffre.
Rain outlines your fate.
Boba, get them!
Wind strike!
No, my sword.
Il y a un coffre là. Je vais récupérer le coffre.
Nice and spiced!
Bon, le but c'est pas d'évaporation, hein, vous en avez deviné. Attends.
outlines your fate.
Oula, c'est pas là.
Booba, get them!
Wind strike!
Going in! Let's light it up!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Ring cutter, know my sword.
Ah, c'est des costauds lui.
Light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
Allez. C'est presque.
Nice and spicy.
Rain outlines your fate.
J'espère que le coffre envoie la chaude alors.
Right, man, it's the fire.
Allez, il va un peu plus vite.
Let's light it up!
Oula.
Yeah, I'm going in!
As one with wind and cloud.
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Salut Thibaut. Allez, le coffre est débloqué. D'ailleurs, il était temps. Hein. Alors du coup, rendez-vous à l'endroit indiqué par Mualani. On va aller ici. Juste là. Attends. C'est par là. Eh oh, ça va?
Okay, this is the place.
On dirait une zone de boss. Je peux être méchant, mais...
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses the water. But I still need to think about what these lines might be referring to.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please feel free to share.
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
C'est ce que je disais, une voie spirituelle.
That is a possibility. But I don't remember anyone from the tribe setting up a spirit door around here.
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in Natlan also used a similar device, long before the humans. Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built imitating the dragon ones.
Oh, I remember now. Uncle New did mention this possibility to me.
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research. And so, I looked up a lot of related information. Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain I've deduced the geographical features of the island's surrounding areas. Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. My research indicates that the Spirit Way was originally a natural phenomenon caused by the flow of phlogiston. Therefore, the area must contain many potential spirit ways, and the dragons who lived here in ancient times may have left behind some devices to control them.
Amazing! Now it all makes sense.
Non.
Now everyone's contributing to the team.
Non, ça n'a aucun sens.
You flatter me. If my
Ta
theory is
gueule, c'est
correct,
magique.
we should already
Voilà.
be very
C'est bon.
close to the mysterious island. Once you've unlocked the mechanism, we'll be able to derive the island's
Oh
location.
mon dieu, un puzzle,
Alright.
non.
Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
Ne mêlez pas les dragons,
That's
ça.
just a quick
Super
and easy
gentil.
name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans, we should stick with a name that references no human concepts. Calling it a phlogiston node would be much more appropriate.
Then let's start searching for the phlogiston node. Speaking of which, what is it?
If I'm not mistaken... Look that way!
Là, c'est gigantesque. Là, c'est activé.
It started glowing! This should be it, right?
Ah oui.
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. The light does remind me of a spirit way.
Tu veux dire que ça va faire sortir une voix spirituelle?
But
Mais il
according
nous
to the
faudra
map,
un
there should be
saurien
two
pour ça.
more phlogiston nodes. Let's keep searching, everyone.
Donc ça veut dire qu'il faut qu'on combine encore 2 autres voix. Comment on fait? Ah, faut peut-être... Ah, attendez, on va peut-être récupérer cette bestiole-là. T'en peux pas? Ah oui, c'est T, c'est la touche T. Il est content. Il est content, lui. Alors, activer les nœuds logistiques. Attends, il y en a un ici, là. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, là? Salut Thibaut. Ah bah voilà, 52% gentil. 95% cute, bah voilà, ça va déjà mieux. Alors, attendez, on va essayer d'aller un peu plus vite peut-être. Attends, faut que j'aille de l'autre côté? J'ai l'air super gentil quand même. Je ne grippe, je ne mords jamais. Ouais, on voit la ligne. C'est super haut comme je le prévoyais. Faut qu'on arrive à atteindre cette ligne là. Faut casser ça déjà. Attends. Ouais, on y est presque. Voilà. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah! D'accord, ils ont leur propre chemin pour monter, les petits salopards. Ça explique beaucoup de choses. Voilà. Je n'ai pas de coquillage brillant. Il y aurait une forme d'offrande. Alors, le deuxième est par là-bas. On va aller dans l'eau, ça ira plus vite. Puis après, on ira sur la voie spirituelle. Voilà, déjà c'est déjà beaucoup mieux. Ce serait par là. Ah bah eux, merde, ils sont là, eux. Voilà, se débarrasser d'eux déjà. Attends, je vais déjà sortir de là déjà. Parce que sinon ça va prendre des plombes, cette forme-là. Ah non, tu défiles pas.
Adventure time.
Ok, on va activer ça déjà. Et on les a activés tous les deux.
Great work, everyone. Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing. Its qualities are very similar to that of a man-made device, but it doesn't seem as intuitive to me.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires someone to stay and keep operating it here. Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes to change the path of the spirit way. If we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on the spirit way will come tumbling from the sky.
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory, the process should be very safe, but only if the 3 phlogiston nodes are each being operated by someone.
Do you think you'd be able to operate it?
Se foutent de moi
I
ou
just
quoi, là?
tried, and it clearly requires more skill than a typical spirit door.
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information and theoretically should be able to properly control it. Let me give it a try.
J'espère qu'il sait ce qu'il fait. Hein.
But in theory, this shouldn't happen.
Putain, ça a pas tué 3 secondes.
If Varandra can control it, then that also rules out me.
Okay, well, how about you?
After all the adventures he's been on, handling something like this should be
Oui,
easy
enfin,
peasy.
non, on sent pas. Ça va tenir 3 secondes.
Then it'll be up to the traveler to stay here, and I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node, and we should make it safely.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even more dangerous, Mualani.
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming, so I'm not afraid if I end up falling in.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast! If we don't manage to reach a node in time, or if we make a mistake, there's a lot that can happen!
Do you still remember the promise we made before we left, Paimon? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me, then naturally, I'm willing to trust you.
Alrighty.
Ok, comptez sur nous. Allez, on lance le truc.
Please be careful.
Lorsque vous défiez une voie spirituelle, vous pouvez sauter pour passer sur une piste adjacente. Lorsque vous êtes à proximité d'une autre piste, sautez en maintenant la direction enfoncée pour changer de piste. D'accord, bon, rien de nouveau. Donc là, on va partir sur le A. Voilà. Et du coup, il faut sauter sur... Attends. Ah non, mais attends, il faut être sur son... D'accord. Voilà. Ok. Ok. Oula. Aïe. Ok, il faut que je me concentre bien. Ok. Ah merde, j'ai pas activé. Zut. Aïe, je me suis planté, je crois. Oups. Alors, attends, comment on peut faire? Comment on peut faire pour réactiver rapidement le truc? Là, je me suis un peu planté. Ah, c'est ça, c'est nous qui activons le nœud. D'accord. Bon, là, il faut faire le tour, là. Voilà. C'est à gauche, c'est ça? C'est par là que ça se passe. Ah d'accord, voilà. C'est de la collaboration, quoi. Voilà. Pas étonnant que c'est du travail d'équipe, effectivement. Ouais. Prochain nœud activé. Hop! Non, je suis trop tôt.
That was perfect. You were amazing, Mualani! There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again. Wait, why are the phlogiston nodes no
J'espère
longer
qu'on n'a
lit?
pas utilisé toute leur énergie.
Oh no, you're right!
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to
C'est ça.
automatically recharge. Once they're activated, they'll be unusable for some time.
Et on peut peut-être les brancher sur USB? C'est de l'USB-C ou...
In that
Non.
case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance. Otherwise, who knows how long we'll have to wait for another shot.
Do you hear that?
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Il pleut?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water!
Oh non, ne me dites pas que c'est la suite des épreuves.
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look.
Tout le monde gravit la colline voisine.
Hey, look over there.
Vous avez vu? Il y a un énorme tourbillon en plein milieu là.
There's a giant whirlpool over
Ah ouais, il est
there!
plus grand que les autres.
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Quoi? Non mais ça va pas, non?
Huh? What do you mean?
Comment ça? Attends, ça fait signe de la main.
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility. To reach the mysterious island, we must enter that massive whirlpool.
D'accord, donc c'est pour ça qu'il disait effectivement faut confier sa vie à quelqu'un, aux autres personnes du groupe, parce que c'est exactement ce qu'on va
No
faire.
way!
Il faut lui faire confiance. Là.
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand the danger of such a vortex even better than we do.
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map, or the direction of the spirit way that I observed in the air, everything points to the path ahead being hidden in that whirlpool.
And what if you're wrong?
Bah, quick.
Ramdra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. Unfortunately, I'm very
Pour une question de
knowledgeable in
confiance.
this area.
Mais bon, c'est Mualani en même temps.
The spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water level. That's why the whirlpools appeared.
Il est un peu trop rationnel, je trouve.
At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. Don't you think that sounds more like the definition of a mysterious island? So, our goal should be the shallow waters. If we enter that vortex, the undercurrents will drag us to the bottomless abyss.
He does seem to have a point.
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but I still trust my judgment.
And it seems like it's time for our collaboration to come to an end.
But didn't we all agree to trust each other?
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it, even if you try to convince me otherwise. From now on, let us each choose our own way.
No, I refuse.
You?
Hein?
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst luck possible. I will not agree to that.
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning. You're not my guide, and as such, you don't have to take responsibility for
Ah
me.
bah oui, c'est vrai. Il n'y a pas de relation contractuelle.
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit with bad luck. It's now beyond both our control.
Ah oui, ça va tout foutre en l'air.
How about
quoi.
this?
Ok.
You and Karia wait here. We'll go first and investigate the whirlpool. I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build my case first, and then I'll come back to convince you.
Well,
Traveler,
Ça
Paimon,
semble...
let's get going.
Ça semble... Ouais. Réglo. On va jouer les cobayes, c'est ça? Alors du coup, on va prendre ici. Voilà. Le contrôle de cette charmante bestiole. Je peux sauter, tout ça.
Whoa, the massive whirlpool is up ahead. Just the
Je sais
thought
pas,
of
il
going
faut
in
se
there
dire que
is
c'est comme
making
dans
my
un
leg dizzy.
spa ou un bain à remous, quoi.
Do you also think that this is a reckless decision?
Well...
It's okay. That's completely normal. Actually, I completely understand how Varamdra feels. This is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down from generation to generation are what give us the ability to guide our guests through hardships. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means that we must bear the consequences of our mistakes in judgment, which could be quite dire this time. Although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the whirlpool, I still don't know what awaits us inside. If the scholars still choose to reject my plan, I won't have the confidence to ask them to only do as I say. The same goes for the two of you. You are the commissioners, so if you think this is too risky, then it's perfectly reasonable if you want to end the
En même
trip
temps, elle est
here.
venue de très loin, si elle est sûre
The
d'elle.
good news is that I know the way back to the tribe very well.
Mualani?
Non. On s'est fait une promesse. On va atteindre l'île ensemble.
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Mualani. Now it's our turn to trust you. Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two of us. We all managed to make it back from the Night Kingdom.
C'est vrai que le chef nocturne, c'était quand même autre chose. Hein. C'est autre chose qu'un bain à remous, quoi.
Aw, Paimon.
Ah non.
Come on, bring it in again.
Alright. Let's investigate this whirlpool and see if we can gather any info to convince that scholar.
Elle est un peu trop tactile, je
That
pense,
his luck
Mualani.
aside, he definitely knows a lot about geography
Ah, du
and
coup, c'est pas moi qui ai pas droit au
Pokemon.
câlin. C'est pas normal. Ça me dérangerait pas, je le dis.
I know, it's just that we can't see much from here. I'll get closer.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or does the whirlpool seem to be getting smaller?
Ah ouais, c'est vrai, c'est nul.
You're right. Maybe it's just like the phlogiston nodes and can only be active for a certain amount of time.
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe encore?
Karia, what are you doing here?
I tried to persuade him, but Varamdra insisted on verifying his theory first.
Quelle
He
théorie?
said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But after he took a few steps, the water suddenly began to surge and he was swept away.
Ah, c'est pas vrai.
I'm not much of a swimmer, so I came to call for help.
Oh, why did this have to happen now? Can we still make it into the whirlpool?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him. Just tell me which way he went, Karya.
Attends, c'est... D'accord, faut sauver cet abruti. Oh là là. Attends, faut que je me remette en dehors de l'eau, sinon... Voilà.
Karya came and found us just in time.
Oh, there they are!
Pourquoi elle a pas fait confiance à sa guide?
Ramja, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Oh, didn't I tell you to wait for me?
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, the path to the mysterious island wouldn't be around for long. It's just... I didn't expect my calculations to be wrong. It seems you were right.
Right, who knows if we can make it back in time now? Huh? Well, the whirlpool just disappeared!
Seems we missed our chance.
Why would you give up on such an opportunity to come rescue me?
Parce que c'est le principe.
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind. Do you think I'd let anyone in my group drown?
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karya. I think if I reactivate the nodes, that will cause the whirlpools to reappear.
Ouais, puis il faut être en vie pour trouver le trésor.
The only problem is that we still don't know exactly when we'll be able to do that. It's already getting late now, and we've been on the move for a whole day. As your guide, I suggest we make camp first and have a good meal.
Now that you mention
Ouais,
it,
on va camper et manger pour la nuit. C'est un miracle qu'elle ait attendu aussi longtemps pour parler de nourriture aujourd'hui, Paimon.
Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible. It won't interrupt while everyone's busy solving puzzles.
We have plenty of tasty things to eat. Let's just find a suitable spot to make camp. I like that place right over there.
Mualani guide tout le monde vers le meilleur endroit pour camper.
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up the tent.
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. Oh, and here's a little camping tip. It's best to set the tent upwind from the campfire.
Oui, c'est logique en même temps. Alors, Eddie Mualani a monté le camp.
What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect for camping.
It really hits the spot. You're a great cook, Mualani.
Karya helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some credit too.
No. I'm just happy I was able to help out.
Oh là, c'est quoi ça?
What was that sound?
Ça? Oh, c'est un saurien ça.
Out at night.
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on.
Attends, c'est pour ça qu'elle a amené un tourne-disque? Pour chasser toutes ces bestioles.
Listen. Not bad, right?
Wow, so it really works! Paimon thought you were just playing it for good luck!
My parents told me that most of the valuable experience from our ancestors is hidden in various customs. It's always better to trust our traditions.
Guess that makes sense.
In a sense, this trip to the Mysterious Island is also a custom left behind by the first chief of the tribe. I wonder what kind of experience he's trying to share with us.
Et quel genre de personne était-il?
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too.
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little, I actually don't know too much about him. It's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan. And even the first person to become friends with the Kaholosaurus.
Ah oui, quand même.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even the most remote parts bear his footprints. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status as a guide. His trip to the Mysterious Island is the most legendary of all his accomplishments. But oddly enough, after returning from the Mysterious Island, he laid aside his yearning for adventure and chose to settle down. It really makes me wonder what the journey meant to him. A camping trip shouldn't be this stuffy and quiet. Everyone needs to help make it more lively.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire?
How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party.
Ah. J'ai eu peur. Oh, on est sur une chaîne tout publique
If
ici.
we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to try to rest and conserve energy now?
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to agree to ideas from the one
Party
who rescued
pooper.
you today.
Yeah, she's right.
All right. So what do the rules stipulate for a bonfire
Oh, c'est
party?
pas vrai. Oh, quel pisse froid ce mec.
Rules?
Il doit être
A
marrant.
bonfire doesn't have any
Oh,
rules.
dans une fête,
Everyone just
celui-là.
needs to have a good time. How about this? I'll ask everyone a question, and then we'll take turns saying what's on our mind.
Okay, sounds fun enough.
So, for the first question, what's the purpose of a journey?
Je sais pas.
Oh, we were just talking about this.
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and maybe we can figure out what the first chief was thinking back when he made.
Paimon can go first. If you ask Paimon what the purpose of a journey is, it'd definitely be about
Voilà,
treasure.
on fait ça.
And all kinds of delicious food. And most importantly, it's about making the trip together with your companions.
Yes, I can't agree more. Okay, next person. How about
Voilà.
you, traveler?
Alors, le but d'un voyage... Vous fermez les yeux, vous vous souvenez du moment où vous avez été séparé de votre sœur. Vous vous souvenez que le but de votre voyage était de la retrouver depuis le début, mais vous n'avez pas encore atteint cet objectif. Vous ne semblez pas trouver d'autre intérêt à ce long voyage. Cependant, vous commencez soudainement à vous rappeler le bruit des moulins à vent qui grincent à Mondstadt et les couleurs du ciel nocturne au port de Liyue. Vous vous souvenez du moment où vous avez posé le pied sur l'une des îles d'Inazuma alors que les pétales de cerisier tombaient. Vous vous souvenez d'avoir suivi l'odeur du café à Sumeru. Vous entendez le bruit des vagues et retournez dans les eaux de fontaine en nageant aux côtés des bancs de poissons colorés. Ce sont ces choses qui semblent être le véritable sens de votre voyage.
You sure are taking your time thinking about it.
Par où devrais-je commencer?
Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it to Natlan, right?
Tout juste.
It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have as a guide. It's understandable that you can't explain it off the top of your head. Why don't I circle back to you later? You can tell me once you have a clear answer. Next, let's hear what Karya has to say.
Me? If you ask about my travels... Well, this is actually my first time traveling. So I don't have anything useful to
Et
contribute.
justement, qu'est-ce qu'elle recherche?
That doesn't matter. This is a party around the bonfire, not some research seminar.
All right. If I had to say what the meaning of a journey is, I'd say it provides an opportunity for true companionship. Before you reach the destination, you don't need to think about anything outside the trip itself. As long as you stick together with your companions, you won't have any trouble to worry about.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm on too.
Uh-huh. I hope that didn't sound too silly.
All right. Now it's
Voilà,
Varamdra's
plein de
turn.
pire. Monsieur
All right,
pisse
if you
froid.
insist. In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. The so-called journey is but a path that leads to these results. So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to find the right result.
Not sure I completely get what you mean.
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same as the decision of your first chief. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the Mysterious Island to decide that he should end his journey. Once you've achieved the results you want, any additional journeys would become
Ou
all
alors
but
il a trouvé
meaningless.
toute autre chose sur l'île. On ne le saura que quand on y sera.
Before coming here, someone had stolen the results of one of my research projects. All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements, and he was able to take all of the honors. All my effort vanished into the air as though it never existed. Do you understand now, Miss Guide? Without results, the journey is meaningless.
Ouais, il y a les souvenirs aussi.
I sympathize with your situation, but I'm afraid I can't agree with your take.
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the Mysterious Island and find the correct results, my pain and struggles will become just another insignificant part of the process. What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong, so I'm willing to trust your judgment. I apologize for our previous argument. I must make it to the Mysterious Island, and if I have to entrust my life to someone else to achieve that goal, then so be it!
Was that actually supposed to be an apology?
Ouais, c'était la plus mauvaise excuse que j'ai jamais entendue.
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the springs. If the goal of the journey was to reach the destination, then you should have never left the house to begin with.
Voilà, tout l'intérêt c'est le voyage, c'est pas la destination.
Because the final destination of every journey is your home. It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. It's my hope to also make everyone feel happy along the way to their destination. That is what I would truly call a journey. And that is my answer.
Oh,
Just
bien
as you
dit.
don't agree with me, I can't agree with your point of view either.
I'm not too worried about that. After all, another purpose of traveling is to help people understand each other better.
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round. Since it's still early, how about we tell some horror stories
Ah,
next?
des histoires d'horreur.
Huh? Oh, now Paimon's scared. Paimon slept so well. Oh, Mualani and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're
La
up to.
pluie est revenue. Allez. Ah, ils sont déjà là. Ah, le tourbillon est revenu. Il a l'air plus fort que jamais. C'est quoi cette bestiole là?
Mualani!
Just in time. I was about to go look for you.
What the? You already caused the whirlpools to reappear again?
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and Varamdra control the nodes this time, and we were able to quickly unlock the mechanism. We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of controlling them.
Oh, it seems after apologizing, you've already become trusted members of the team.
Is now really the time to be teasing us? Don't forget that the whirlpools won't last all day.
He's right. We should really hurry over to the massive whirlpool again.
La tête du traveleur.
Even though we had this discussion yesterday, I still want to double check. You all trust me, right?
You bet.
Okay, then let's go.
Bon. Entrer dans le grand tourbillon. Attends, comment je fais moi? Bonjour. Il a tête de con cet oiseau. Hein. Y a pas un bateau ou un truc qu'on pourrait emprunter là? Parce que là... Game over, on est tous... Tout le monde est mort. Voilà, c'est la fin du jeu. Voilà.
Paimon accidentally swallowed some water. so scary. What is this place?
On dirait une grotte.
I can't believe it. There are subterranean caverns under the water.
Mualani was right.
Ouais, il avait
Let's see
raison.
where this cave leads. Come with me.
Comme si j'allais de travers moi aussi. Ah, un petit verre d'eau, ça fait du bien. Un pour que ça passe. Ah vache. Mais pourquoi le jeu me fait tousser là? C'est un peu trop réaliste pour moi ce jeu. C'est comme si j'avais avalé de travers comme Paimon.
According to the map, we need to head downward. Okay. Don't be afraid, everyone.
Oh là là, ça
Jump
me
down
rappelle.
with me.
Alors déjà on contrôle Mualani, ce qui est une bonne chose. Et ça me rappelle un petit peu le gouffre quand on arrivait à Liwei. Pas à Liwei, à Sumeru, juste avant. De la lave. Ça commence à devenir très intéressant. Très dangereux aussi.
Is that lava up ahead?
Oui, ça c'est pas de l'orangina. Hein.
It appears these caves were formed by volcanic activity.
I see. Then the spirit waves were affecting lava deep underground. Altering the lava's flow created temporary holes which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space.
Et ce qui tombe bien, c'est que je connais un saurien qui peut nager dans cette lave-là.
Are all scholars from Sumeru like this?
Ils sont pires, là. Celui-là encore, ça va.
Hard to say.
But can there be an island in this kind of underground space?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet. Let's keep going, everyone. Off we go.
Ok.
Parting waves.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Know my sword.
Check this out. Best of luck. Ah!
Ok. Alors, du coup, où est-ce que tu veux que j'aille? Parce que là, on est... Bizarre. C'est un cul-de-sac, ça? Ah. Ça serait par là-bas, en fait. Il y a un coffre. Waouh! Quel paysage de dingue! Ce qui est assez marrant en fait, c'est que beaucoup de gens ont critiqué Hoyoverse quand le design de Natlan a été présenté, mais le design de Natlan présenté, c'est uniquement les zones au-dessus. Ils se disaient ouais, ça va être comme le Mordor avec de la lave, et en fait bah non, c'était très coloré. Et finalement, regardez, ben, dans les zones avancées du jeu, ben, on retrouve cette ambiance-là.
Follow closely, everyone.
Et voilà, et comme c'était un secret, ils ne pouvaient pas le montrer au public avant que le jeu soit sorti.
Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks.
Alors, enseignement du petit bois. Ok, on va déjà attendre que notre endurance soit remontée. Il faut pas trop toucher là, c'est chaud.
What a maze! There's lava everywhere! Oh.
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It would indeed be useful to collect some environmental samples here.
Un peu de lave, un petit peu de tout. À mon avis, il faut aller au point bas, hein, le plus bas possible. Observer.
There are plants growing here?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit, which often grows around places with lava.
C'est comestible ça?
Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same as the one on this talisman.
C'est pas la pierre précieuse qu'a ramené ton oncle.
Your teacher gave you?
Il l'a pas ramené d'ici des fois.
Yes. In which case, could Uncle New have been here before? But he clearly told me that he'd never made it to the mysterious island.
Ah, je sais pourquoi. C'est pour ça. Il a vu tout ça, il s'est dit bon non, faut surtout pas que les gens me suivent.
I'll be sure to ask him about it once we get back.
Il a dû dire non, non, je garde ça pour moi. Alors attends. Quelle direction? Par là?
Need a surfboard?
Par là.
There's so much lava, and it's getting pretty hot.
The lava here doesn't look very stable. I'm afraid we can't stay here for long.
Ouais, c'est une éruption, on est cuit. C'est le cas de le dire. Cuit.
From here, the light seems to be getting brighter. Speaking of which, where is that light coming from?
Souvenez-vous, la légende parlait d'or partout, comme une mystérieuse cité d'or.
Wait, there seems to be a mark that matches that on the map.
Miss Guide, it seems Verandra has also discovered something.
I've got it! I've got it!
Comment ça, Eureka?
Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where we should go next.
Oui, attends, c'est peut-être un piège.
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spontima Darshan. I specialize in ores and minerals. When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious island, I took note of its description.
Oui, on sait de l'or, on aime bien
One
ça brille.
exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. What it was actually referring to was an extremely rare mineral known as vulcanite.
La vulcanite?
Under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are quickly cooled, which then results in this ore. Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate, resulting in the alluring golden glow.
Oui, ou c'est
If
tout
I'm
autre
not
chose.
mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava. An entire island of vulcanite ore!
So you mean we really found the mysterious island?
Rejoice! Even a small piece of that ore will be priceless.
Really? Then let's hurry!
Attends, faisons con... Oui, pas de précipitation.
Wait, Paimon. We should head back now.
Why?
Il va y avoir une éruption, c'est ça?
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. When you see the golden light, then go the opposite way.
D'abord... Quoi? C'est bizarre. Je disais, c'est peut-être un piège, ça.
What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't the island that my ancestors once visited.
Are you joking? You expect me to turn back now?
But Mualani's judgment has always been right. If she says head back, then we should head back.
Il faut lui faire
We
confiance.
can't...
You thought I'm after treasure?
Oh, he's acting weird again.
Eh, j'aime pas son rire.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area of research. And this ore is the core of my research.
Oui, mais il n'est pas là. C'est peut-être pas de la vulcanite, ça.
As long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven beyond any doubt, and I will be able to reclaim everything I have lost. To me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered completely meaningless. Don't you understand?
As we agreed before, please trust my judgment.
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary treasure really exists, you don't
pas
want
poli de
outsiders
pointer
to
du doigt.
take it, do you?
She's not that kind of person, Verandra.
The result is right before my very eyes. I won't give up here.
Non, tu vois juste une lumière jaune. Et ça veut pas dire qu'il y a de la vulcanite. Ça veut pas dire que c'est l'île mystérieuse.
Oh no! He went running in! How can he do that?
Et
Not
voilà.
good. We must stop
Une
him.
éruption, j'en étais sûr.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking?
Non, c'est pas vrai. C'est ça, le niveau de la lave est en train de monter. Oh putain. Peut-être le chemin va être bloqué.
These monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Catch an epic wave!
Fallen leaves, adorn my nights, wind strike.
Et encore
Let me weave you a verse.
Merde, on est coincé.
The lava is rising!
Verandra!
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mualani?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time, but it will be a lot spicier than surfing on
Oui,
water.
parce que là, il n'y a pas d'erreur, là. Possible.
Way too risky!
T'inquiète pas, Paimon. Je sais qu'elle en est capable.
Okay then, we'll take care of things here!
Bon, il s'agit pas de se louper, là. Parce que là... Alors, on a un tutoriel qui vient d'apparaître. Du phlogistique qui ressemble à un liquide. Il s'agit toujours de phlogistique qui contient une énergie thermique élevée, ce qui le rend dangereux. Tomber dedans, c'est faire face à une mort rapide. Cependant, les coalazors et certains du peuple des sources maîtrisent une technique qui leur permet de traverser ces eaux pendant une courte période. D'accord, ouais, super.
Unstable. I have to hurry.
Attends. Pas n'importe quoi là. On se concentre.
More falling rocks. Okay, what's this?
Over there! Oh, looks
Il
like
est là.
I just-
On va essayer de le rejoindre. C'est ça? C'est de la vulcanite ça?
It's right there! I'm almost there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make your way forward. Why don't you just give up?
Why don't I give up? Well, I might not be able to do it, but what about you?
Me?
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island and earn the highest honor for a guide. That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be able to question your abilities
Attends,
anymore.
il essaie de te corrompre là.
You want to know why I won't give up,
Faut
but
que
I'm
tu
asking
shiftes.
why you'd give up such an opportunity.
Voyez, alors ça c'est pour ça qu'il y a beaucoup d'accidents sur le mont Everest, parce que vous avez des clients complètement inconscients qui veulent absolument atteindre le sommet dans n'importe quelle condition, et vous avez les Sherpas qui vont céder à aux caprices de leurs clients, et c'est comme ça qu'il y a beaucoup de morts.
The lava is rising.
Mais si Mualani est
If I take this
professionnelle,
risk,
elle
then
refusera.
How will the others get back? Did you forget? I already gave you my answer.
You.
C'est beaucoup trop dangereux. Il faut le ramener de
Come
force.
with me.
No!
Mualani utilise sa force surprenante pour jeter un Virandra. Oui. Ça fait 5 étoiles quand même, hein.
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't seriously hurt.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
toute façon, s'il était mort, il aurait pas pu continuer ses recherches.
You're
Alors,
welcome. It's getting dangerous here, so we need to find a way out.
No, I refuse! I can still stand! Let me go back!
Seriously? How can you be so childish at a time like this?
ah bah voilà, enfin, quand même.
Whoa.
Ouais, je m'y attendais pas. C'est bon, l'air que ses esprits.
believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. Even if your research was stolen and you didn't get any credit, I never doubted it. I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll still succeed in your new research, because no one can take your talent away.
Sauf une seule personne, lui-même.
So, I won't allow my dearest senior to die here because of his own stubbornness.
Cory.
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's just the person we need to talk some sense into him.
Mualani, the lava is almost here!
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle New taught me is finally going to be put...
C'est quoi? Ah, j'ai compris. Elle va appeler... Les sauriens.
Where did all these Kaholosaurs come from?
Il y en a un pour chacun.
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it! Paimon accidentally choked on some water.
Ah, c'est pas vrai.
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, we're all here. We escaped danger and made it back alive. That's what I call good luck. I think our fortune can only get better from now on.
Oh, really?
What's the point? We still didn't reach the
On l'a vu.
Mystérieuse Island.
On sait qu'elle est là. On sait où elle est. On sait comment y aller.
Hey, don't look so depressed. You'll scare our good luck away.
Bah, franchement...
Actually, according to the map, we still have one more leg of the journey.
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Non. Il faut revenir à la maison, c'est ça?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
C'était la zone de départ. Tout le monde arrive à la statue.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Oh, here, look! Some hidden words appeared on the statue after I touched it.
Really? Let Paimon try!
Congratulations, guide from the future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mystérieuse Island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, they came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. They never let me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death.
It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted.
Mais il avait ses amis avec lui.
There was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure.
Voilà comment l'oncle est devenu sédentaire.
To me, this is the real Mystérieuse island.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared!
These must have been the words the first chief left for those that would come after him.
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is actually where the people of the springs are living now!
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed, allowing the island to become what it is today. The journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where it ends.
Et tout comme lui, nous ne sommes pas revenus les mains vides.
Yeah. I think I understand the choice he made now.
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt.
C'est ça.
If that's the case, the principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity. And the flowing lava will quickly swallow
Elle se
it
dissout,
and make it
elle se
all
reconcentre.
disappear
Hey,
without a
c'est une bonne
trace.
théorie pour sa recherche.
This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back. Are the results I've been chasing all this time?
Oui, mais il a observé quelque chose.
Only an illusion that can be seen from far away?
Il a observé un phénomène scientifique.
Rondra.
C'est génial.
Our journey is not yet
Ça n'a pas
over.
de prix.
As we agreed, please come back to the people of the springs with me. Then we'll officially complete this journey.
Fine. I suppose that would also count as some kind of result.
Don't be so down. I have a feeling that the next answer I'm looking for will also be useful to you.
Elle va interroger son oncle. Et je parie que la pierre qu'elle a avec elle est faite en vulcanite.
I don't remember, Sal. There's still something important we need to ask Mualani's teacher about.
Ouais. Son oncle s'est bien foutu de notre gueule, en fait. On avait le truc avec nous depuis le début. Oh. Tout le monde se fiche de nous à chaque fois, ça m'énerve. Alors du coup, on va se téléporter déjà sur la route, là, c'est un peu facile. Bon, cette fois-ci, on n'écoute pas les escrocs qui essayent de nous rameuter. Hein. On continue. Hein.
Ah, Mualani. It's good to see you again. I always knew you'd return safe and sound.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious island. I'm here to return the talisman.
But you still have a question you wish to ask me, right?
Yes. You've been there before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey. But why didn't you tell anyone?
Because I made a choice.
A choice?
Le même choix qu'on a fait.
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as soon as you finished reading them?
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with volcanic dust.
Ça veut dire qu'en fait, c'est uniquement les voyageurs qui ont été dans la grotte qui peuvent lire le message.
Only those who have been to that underground
Voilà.
space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. But once the dust starts to wear off, the hidden inscription will disappear again. And this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor, but the legend of the mysterious island would be destroyed as well.
C'est bête, ouais, ça serait bête.
If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend and continue to attract the next generation of young guides to rise to the challenge. In the end, my companions and I all chose the latter.
Oh, I get it.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like Ko'olo will still look down on you. Are you really okay with that?
On s'en fout, on le sait qu'on l'a
But
fait.
have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island, hasn't actually completed the trip?
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone. But there's no way he could have been
C'est
able to
impossible.
use
Il
the
faut
spirit
être à au
ray.
moins à 2 ou à 3 pour activer les voies
He
spirituelles.
deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mysterious island. That way, Mualani wouldn't be able to expose him. As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. The greatest responsibility of a guide is to take the client to their destination safely. But in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. This allows us to go to places that no one else can reach, and even find treasures that no one else can find. Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process, and end up becoming like Ko'olo. They end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake, regardless of the consequences, rather than good guides who would turn around and save their friends.
C'est comme un test, quoi.
This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To lure younger generations into taking up the challenge, thereby teaching them everything he had learned. Aside from me, many other tribe members have also traveled to the mysterious island. And just like me, they understood the first chief's intentions. So they've also made pacts with their companions, choosing to give up the results that would prove themselves and give the younger generation the chance to continue the challenge.
You've all given up on the results.
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. I haven't given up on everything. Given her talent and qualifications, Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Ko'olo as her teacher, but she chose me. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge precisely because I didn't become someone like Ko'olo. If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide, I'd say I have not returned empty-handed. What about you?
Karia, I've come up with a new research topic. Would you like to continue working as my assistant?
Oh.
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to find evidence before coming to a conclusion. In any case, I can't give you an answer right now.
Karia!
Elle a eu peur.
Because
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you finish that first before recruiting assistants? How could you forget?
C'est reparti.
Ah, yes, of course. I'll certainly prepare all the necessary details.
But I've always found your proposals fascinating, so I'm sure I won't be able to turn you down this time either.
Et voilà, c'est reparti.
Karia, Given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. I can use the ideas from the chief's speech to express it. Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time. No.
Ça, ça y est, c'est sa petite copine, c'est ça?
It's been with me even before I set out on this journey.
Voilà.
I understand, Verandra.
Voilà, ça y est, c'est
It
parti.
appears this guest has also found his answer.
It seems he's finally put two and two together.
C'est pas trop tôt.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karia said. I can start some new research and reclaim everything I've lost.
But it seems he's still as stubborn as before.
Ouais, non mais oui, ça, on peut pas le changer.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mualani.
But, Uncle New, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would make the same choice, right?
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can pass it on to your student in the future.
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout our journey. As thanks, I'm also willing to keep the journey a secret.
Then remember, the next time you come to visit the people of the Springs, you know where to find friends for help.
Friends? I suppose we are theoretically friends now, yes. When I publish my next paper, I'll be sure to add you to my list of acknowledgements.
Well, that's one way to thank someone.
Then Verandra and I will be taking our leave. I truly hope we'll get to see you all again someday.
Okay, bye-bye!
Encore le
You're
moustachu.
back already. So, as news student, did you manage to find the mysterious island?
Alas, non, nous n'avons pas trouvé l'île mystérieuse.
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
Et il veut savoir si elle a réussi, c'est pour ça qu'il...
Well, I found something even more precious than the island. 2 friends that I can trust with my life.
You... Seems you really learned a lot from New about how to make yourself feel better. I knew it. How could anyone ever reach the island with so many hindrances? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of the tribe also gave me that same look. What's that supposed to mean?
Donc du coup c'est déjà arrivé, ils sont déjà tous foutus de sa gueule quoi. Oui, on a rien trouvé.
New, I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places and found far more precious treasures.
Aïe aïe aïe.
I've even been to the Mysterious Island. Why do you still look at me as if my words don't bother you at all?
Kolo, even if you had never been to the island, no one would deny your abilities. But as for what we would deny about you, only you can find the answer to that.
C'est clair.
Me?
So now, our trip to the Mysterious Island is officially finished, right?
Oui, il est temps de dire au revoir.
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show you. Come with me.
Alors c'est où ça? C'est sa chambre peut-être? Eh oui, non. Ah non, on est sur un jeu grand public malheureusement. Prenez une photo commémorative ensemble. C'est là-bas que ça se passe? Attends, il n'y a pas moyen de se téléporter? Non? Peu importe. Allez, va un peu plus vite que ça. Oh là là, tu te traînes.
Time to go.
Alors, on va couper à travers, parce que sinon ça va être un vrai bordel.
This is the place. From what I've heard, if we take a group photo here, it'll bring us good luck. I'm sure of...
What made you think of taking a group photo?
Well, we completed our trip to the Mysterious Island together, so of course we need a memento to keep.
You've earned the greatest honor for a guide. Yet, you can only walk away with a photo of your friends. You're pretty amazing, Mualani. You really sacrificed a lot for your tribe.
Would you call it a sacrifice? I don't really think so. Actually, after hearing Uncle New's answer, I have this vague feeling that after all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know if you get me or not.
No, I get it.
Oh. Vous vous souvenez de tout ce que vous avez vécu jusqu'à présent et trouvez enfin une réponse qui vous satisfait.
Traveler.
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a journey?
C'est la réponse que je connaissais depuis le début.
It's a good one. Then let's make this group photo yet another part of your journey.
Yep, Paimon's ready!
3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur!
Et voilà, une des 3 quêtes tribales terminées. Bah, je crois. On va regarder ça. On a une photo souvenir, ce qui est chouette. On va aller regarder dans les quêtes d'histoire. C'est là que ça se passe en fait. Alors, effectivement. Voilà, on a terminé une des 3 quêtes tribales. La prochaine fois, la semaine prochaine, on fera celle des lettres des canopées. Et Witslan. On fera ça la prochaine fois. Et on terminera sur les enfants des échos. Je pense qu'on sera le meilleur pour la fin. Dans 2 semaines. Hello the world dialogue. Welcome mon moment. I'm fine, I'm fine. Donc ce qu'on va faire, c'est que je vous propose... Alors, ça a pris plus de temps que prévu. Hein. Je pensais pas que la quête, là, allait durer 3 heures. On va aller voir les événements en cours. Et on va rapidement regarder un petit peu ce que c'est. Alors ça... On pourra le faire la prochaine fois, l'autre chromatique de bonbons et de roses. D'autant plus que vous avez vu, il y a une couronne de la sagesse, on peut pas louper ça. Hein. Par contre, il y a ça qu'on va voir tout de suite. Je vais juste regarder le reste. Ouais, donc on va faire déjà rapidement l'exercice réminiscent patient. Repenser aux batailles et aux énigmes rencontrées au cours de ces voyages est toujours une source d'inspiration et d'excitation. Essayer de trouver des défis complexes est également un excellent moyen de se préparer à ses futures aventures. Pendant l'événement Exercice réminiscent passion, vous pouvez utiliser le matchmaking solo ou le matchmaking en équipe avec des coéquipiers afin de vous associer avec 3 autres joueurs pour choisir votre personnage et terminer successivement 4 niveaux avec des objectifs spéciaux. Et chaque mode de jeu comprend différents soutiens réminiscents qui vous aideront pendant l'intégralité des défis. Choisir des personnages compatibles avec ces soutiens réminiscents vous permettra de terminer les niveaux plus rapidement. Et plus facilement. Et chaque fois que vous démarrez ce mode de jeu, chaque niveau comprend des sujets d'exercice aléatoires qui représentent divers défis. De plus, vous pouvez sélectionner un bonus de réminiscence dans une liste avant de commencer chaque niveau pour obtenir des effets bonus pour le niveau actuel. Terminer un niveau vous accorde des étoiles passionnantes en fonction de votre progression dans les sujets d'exercice. Après le niveau final, vous gagnez des étoiles passionnantes supplémentaires en fonction de votre performance globale dans le mode de jeu. Et certains niveaux contiennent des bonus que vous pouvez récupérer pour restaurer des PV, ou obtenir de l'énergie élémentaire, réduire le taux de le TDR, des déchaînements élémentaires, ou bénéficier d'autres effets. Dans les derniers niveaux du défi, vous obtenez les bonus redoutables correspondant sont les étoiles passionnantes obtenues lors des niveaux précédents afin de vous aider au combat. Ok, voilà, on peut avoir jusqu'à 700. Bon, on va tester le truc. À mon avis, le but c'est d'atteindre un certain score. 700. Et on va voir à peu près ce que ça donne. Finalement, c'est ça, c'est un événement. Donc, on va pas tout faire ce soir. On va simplement peut-être voir à peu près à quoi ça ressemble. Voilà. Yes, long time no see. Oh. I'm very busy, but it's well overall. Alors, ça charge. On attend les autres joueurs. C'est qui rit comme ça? Alors. D'accord, des volets malsaines apparaissent dans le niveau. La venue du dégât anémo. Ah bah ça tombe bien, j'ai un personnage anémo. Celui d'exercice. D'accord. Bon, c'est de la collaboration. Hein. Bon. Ah mais je me souviens, on a déjà eu ce type de niveau. Attends, faut peut-être les attraper ou pas ces trucs-là? Peut-être les éviter, je pense. C'est uniquement les pièces qu'il faut récupérer. Ah bah c'était rapide. D'accord, ok. Donc vous voyez à chaque fois il y a 4 parties. Hein, visiblement l'événement est en 4 parties. À chaque fois.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
You'll get frosty.
One with wind and cloud.
Squall Fury. Wind Strider. Cloud's high. Wind Strider.
Attention, on a subi de la corrosion. Hein. Battre une dizaine d'ennemis. Hein. On va récupérer un petit peu de temps là. Bon, j'ai bien fait d'avoir Kazuha. Ok.
Why do so many people make such a big deal out of seeking the Adepti? There's Adepti everywhere, isn't there?
Wind Strider. Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Voilà.
Time to go.
One with wind and cloud.
Feeling lucky today.
Know your place.
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Putain là. Ah oui d'accord, on peut avoir des points supplémentaires si on touche les ennemis avec des bombes. Ok. On est à 3 sur 4.
All right, you asked for it.
No music.
Bon voilà, vous avez compris le principe hein, de cet événement-là. Je finirai ça hors antenne, mais bon. Voilà. C'est une bonne manière de faire du coop avec des espèces de mini-jeux de combat. Bon voilà. Il n'y a rien de transcendant là-dedans.
Time to go. Kick clouds high. Birds call. Wind strike. Cry loud. Quit falling. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
On a un champion froid panaché là. C'est le boss.
Wind strike. Clouds high. Birds call. New strategy. Overrule. Wind rise.
La vache.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike on the gate. No place. Transfixed. Behold. As one with wind and cloud.
Boum. Bah c'est bon. Voilà à peu près le score qu'on va faire. 110, 120. Défi terminé. Plus d'ennemis attaqués, torgnole pour tous. Bah voilà, on est à 112. Voilà. Très bien, donc voilà. Le but c'est d'avoir 700 sur l'événement pour récupérer toutes les récompenses. Bon voilà, vous avez compris un petit peu le topo. Il n'y a rien d'extraordinaire là-dedans. Voilà, dans cet événement-là. Ok. Sympa. La prochaine fois, alors on verra également comment sera également Haute Chromatique de Bourbon et de Rose. C'est le festival Sumeru. On va peut-être regarder l'intro, ou alors non, on fera la semaine prochaine. On a 14 jours pour le faire, tranquillement. On va pas s'embêter là-dedans. Juste regarder un petit peu au niveau de la progression de l'exploration. On est à 17%, on a un peu progressé aujourd'hui, pas énormément. Mais voilà, il faut continuer l'exploration aussi. On a 68 jours encore pour le faire, donc voilà, là, on va fermer le jeu. Et moi, je vous retrouverai, je vous retrouverai demain. A priori, alors, je pense que ce sera pour Elden Ring. On continuera un petit peu notre prise de tête avec Elden Ring jeudi à 18h en mode coop. Soyez là sur la chaîne. Et vendredi, soyez là pour Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, un jeu dédié pour Halloween. Très très fun. Très fun. Il y aura du zombie, il y aura de la tronçonneuse, ça va être fun, ça va être drôle. Ça, voilà, un petit jeu pour Halloween, mais vraiment fun, que je ferai découvrir vendredi à partir de 18h. Soyez là pour le week-end. Et dorénavant, vous retrouverez tous les samedis Eiyuden Chronicle, puisque c'est un jeu qui est assez lourd. Et faire ça le vendredi, je suis un peu crevé, donc je préfère faire un jeu un peu plus fun les vendredis. Donc voilà, les vendredis, ça sera des jeux un petit peu plus légers, pas trop prise de tête, parce que voilà, une journée de travail, c'est pas facile. Et il vaut mieux commencer le week-end sur un truc fun. Allez, qui c'est qu'on va aller voir? Qui c'est qui est en ligne à cette heure-ci? On va regarder et on va faire un petit raid. Alors... Je reviens également sur la nouvelle du jour, hein, vous avez vu, il y aura une VF sur Clair Obscur Expédition 33. Voilà, je suis dans la liste des créateurs de contenu pour Kepler Interactive. Souvenez-vous, on a fait également pour eux Chia. D'ailleurs, ça m'étonnait d'ailleurs, en plus sur Chia, on avait une version française caldoche qui était magnifiquement faite. Kepler, généralement, ils font une très bonne VF avec leur jeu. Donc ça m'étonnait que Clair Obscur, un jeu vraiment haut de gamme comme ça, n'ait pas une bonne VF. Et c'est fait. C'était un peu secret. Hein. Le truc n'était pas public. Donc maintenant, voilà. Officiellement, il y aura une VF pour la sortie du jeu au printemps 2025. Donc j'espère que entre mars et juin, on aura une belle surprise sur le premier FRPG, un JRPG à la française. Voilà. Alors attendez, je vais dire, non, on va trouver quelqu'un pour faire un petit raid. Hein. Bah tiens, J-Top of Legend est en train de jouer à Super Mario Party, le nouveau. Je crois que c'est ça. C'est pas le Jamboree, c'est ça? Si, c'est le nouveau qui est sorti. Voilà. Voilà, bah écoutez, rendez-vous à 18 h demain pour Elden Ring, sinon bah, je proposerai autre chose, comme d'habitude, tous les jeudis. Voilà, bonne soirée à tous, bye, till next time.